So last time we talked about covers and how to license them legally, but what if you don't want to deal with any of that? What can you actually use freely and without clearances and without licenses? Probably already know about Splice and other sample libraries, and they're a massive resource, a huge help. But here's another one. You could go outside. If you record it, you own it, and you own both copyrights, and there's no clearance needed. I do that a lot. I walk out with a pair of binaural headphones and capture the sounds of crowds and marketplaces and things like that. It's brilliant. And this is exactly what Fred again does. He samples voice notes from friends, FaceTime calls, videos that people send him. He gets their permission, and then he often names the track after them. And the sample then becomes a collaboration, and the person becomes a part of the story. Burial built an entire aesthetic out of London street recordings of rain and tuba announcements woven through everything. Amazing. So nobody else has your recording of a specific place on that specific day. A lot of producer tutorials will also suggest using SoundCloud for unofficial remixes and bootlegs. Enforcement there is much patchier than on YouTube or Spotify, but it's not really a legal solution. It's just a place where you're less likely to get caught. Bootlegs that get traction can become official there, and so labels monitor it and artists monitor it too. So if a bootleg that blows up there demonstrates as an audience, even before anyone's spent any money, and producers have been signed that way. If it's got small traction, they'll probably ignore it, but if there's a lot of traction, then you might get a takedown, or you could get a phone call, and ideally you want the phone call, really. Another way is that NASA makes every single recording they've ever made completely free to use. There's rocket launches, mission control audio, Apollo transmissions. Now, US government work can't be copyrighted because it's paid for by taxpayers. So I use the NASA samples in my track Starliner. There was no license, there was no fee, no clearance. And presidential speeches work exactly the same way. So any official address by a US president is in the public domain. I use those in Romeo Echo Delta, again, just because it's free. The Internet Archive is another example. At archive.org, it has about 20,000 hours of Apollo 11 audio alone. Then lastly, there's Suno. So here's the new one. This is AI generated music. Paid plan gives you commercial rights. You can release it on Spotify and you can put it on YouTube. And the interesting thing is that Content ID can't flag it. Content ID works by matching your upload against registered copyrights. AI generated music cannot be copyrighted because the US Copyright Office doesn't recognize machine authorship. There's nothing to register, nothing to match. Content ID is blind to it. So there's a bit of a loophole here. The same copyright law that killed crate digging has accidentally created a free pass for AI. It's not going to stay that way. UMG and Sony are in court trying to close this right now. The key hearing is in July, so we'll wait and see. So to sum up, in 3 videos, we've gone from saying why you can't sample, can't cover songs legally, all the way through to how you can get material for free. And when the Suno verdict lands, I'll be back here and we can talk about part 4 of what's coming next.